Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Zane, better known as the King Bahamut, and welcome back to Let's Play Donkey Kong Country 1 for the Game Boy Advance. In the last episode, we got through the first half of the Congo Jungle World. In this episode, we're going to take a swim in Coral Capers with one of the most famous water-level pieces of music in video game history, Aquatic Ambiance, which is admittedly not one of my favorite tracks in this game. These fish here are bite-size. Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong cannot attack while they are underwater, not without help at least. So if we go down here real quick, this is actually not where I wanted to go. Anyways, this octopus that you see spinning around, that is a croctopus. They are pretty much invincible, but if we go down here, I want to switch to DK real quick, just because. We find Ungard, the second animal buddy. Ungard, he simplifies swimming controls so that you don't have to keep tapping the A button over again. He swims pretty fast. He can get hit, which is always fun. Please come back here. Please don't tell me I just lost him. I think I just lost him. Okay. We'll talk about what Ungard does a little bit more detail. This enemy here is a Chomps Jr. They generally just patrol the areas. And thankfully, down here is a second Ungard crate. If you happen to lose him by doing stupid stuff like I did, Ungard is your only method of attacking while you are underwater. This is a Chomps. Honestly, a lot of the underwater enemies are not that interesting because they're just kind of the same thing, just with different attack patterns. There are a couple of different ones, but for the most part, a lot of the regular enemies like the Chomps and the Bite Size and the Chomps Juniors are kind of pretty straightforward to know what it is they do. This enemy here is a Clambo. They shoot pearls at you. You can't beat them, so don't bother trying. Whoa. Game. That was weird. The game decided to have a major hiccup on me. I believe if we... Nope. Don't do that. If we go somewhere down here... Yes. Hidden camera. In this stage. Pretty easy hidden camera to get, but I sometimes forget to grab it. Nice thing about water stages, they don't have bonus levels, so you only need to collect Kong letters in them if you want to complete them. Anyways, here we have Funky's Fishing, so let's go talk to Funky Kong.
Hi, I'm Funky Kong. See my rad barrels? They're way cool. The jumbo barrel can get you around the island in no time, but it only travels to places you have already visited. The other barrel, the one with the hook, will take you to my most excellent fishing spots. To choose a barrel, just move underneath it and press the A button. To exit my hut, just press right on the control pad.
So we have two options here. The plain barrel, which will... It's basically what the Funky's... because in the original Donkey Kong Country, Funky basically was your way of traveling back to previous levels when you were in a world, because you could not exit a world without him. But in this game, they added a new feature. Well, technically this was a minigame that was in the GBA Color, the Game Boy Color version of Donkey Kong Country, not the GBA Color. That is not a thing that exists. But anyways, let's just jump right in and see what this is.
Cool move! You'll like this. I will set a challenge for you to beat. If you are successful, I will reward you with some wicked items. Here's what you need to do. Use the control pad to move on guard left and right. When you are ready to strike, press the A button. This will haul the catch from the water. Simply place it in the boat to make it yours. 20 red fish. Right on, man. My first challenge is to catch 20 or more of those red fish within the time limit. The more you catch, the better the prize. One thing though, Don't hook anything but the red ones. Record catch is 0 red fish.
So pretty straightforward. We have to catch as many red fish as possible. There is something else that can happen. Oh man, that is so lucky. I am so happy. That crab has just got us a extra hidden camera, which is extremely fortunate that it happens because it is completely random when that crab shows up. But yeah, we just gotta catch 20 red fish. This is the first Funky's Fishing Challenge, so it's not that difficult. Honestly, none of the Funky's Fishing Challenges are really all that hard, so I wouldn't worry about them too much, but you do need to do them in every world if you want to get all the hidden cameras. You can catch multiple fish at a time. This doesn't have much of a purpose in the main game, except making the amount of time it takes to gather everything take less. But in the actual mini-game mode of Funky's Fishing that you can access from the title screen, it's actually pretty important. And we caught 33 fish, so we're gonna get a nice reward from Funky Kong.
Well done, dude. Cool fishing. And you caught that pesky crab. Here, take these as a reward.
You get 2 hidden cameras, a green balloon, which is worth 2 lives, and 2 bunches of bananas. Pretty sweet, if I do say so myself. Alright. Final level of World 1, Congo Jungle. It's Barrel Cannon Canyon time. This level introduces a gimmick that I have mixed feelings about, to put it mildly. But it starts off not too bad. I do remember some of the bonus levels in this one being a bit of a butt to get to. Whoops, that critter almost landed on top of me. That could have been bad. Itchy Nose. Very bad time for Itchy Nose. This is not Pokemon, so we can't make jokes about it being the Go Itchy Nose. Although his name is not actually pronounced Itchy Nose, it's pronounced something else. Alright, jump on these guys. I messed up. Alright. There are a number of shortcuts. I actually wanted that Rambi token. There's a number of shortcuts you can take in this level to skip large chunks of the level design. This is the main gimmick of the level. You have barrel cannons. Ones that are not marked will only fire when you press the A button. Ones that are marked with an explosion will shoot you automatically. But if you shoot yourself at the wall right here, you get a bonus level. And this is more barrel cannon shooting. This is pretty much all in the timing, and it's actually pretty straightforward to do, but it can also be some of the later barrel cannon stages the barrels are moving so fast that it becomes a bit of a hassle to judge the timing. Anyways, we have a mini game here. We have to pick one of 3 categories. Now, they changed these types of mini games in the GBA version because you are actually able to, well, first off, you can go back into bonus rooms, which is not something that you could do in the original Donkey Kong Country, I believe. But you also have control over your momentum, so if I shoot myself up into the middle portion here, you'll see I have just enough influence that I can direct my momentum back into the barrel, which is not something you could do in the original game. And honestly, I kind of prefer having that little bit of control over my momentum. And we shoot ourselves over here to get the N. And now we have to deal with barrel cannons and zingers, which is how you're going to have to be dealing with barrel cannons for most of the rest of the stages that they pop up in. But thankfully, it's not too hard right now, because we don't have to deal with the spinning barrel cannons, which are the ones that I I like the least, to be honest. Anyways, we meet that Kremling up, and we leave the stage. And that's... If we go, press the start button, and check out our level stats, we see that we've completed this world completely. Or at least that's what I'd say if we hadn't already gone to Candy's dance studio, which we're gonna do right now. Let's meet Candy Kong, Donkey Kong's girlfriend, supposedly.
Hi there. Do you want to try out my dance studio? Just jump in the barrel to begin.
So, press the A button to jump in.
Okay, here's how we do it. You'll see a line of buttons and directions scrolling across the screen. Hit that button or direction just as it passes through the square box. You will then see hit, miss, or if you are really good, perfect. Both
Excuse me. That's not the thing Candy would say.
hit and perfect will add to the prize bar at the bottom of the screen, while a miss will cause the prize bar to decrease. Simply repeat this process until the tune stops. I will then reward you depending on your final position on the prize bar. Good luck! Let's make this easy for you. I will only do a couple of different moves this time.
So yeah, this is basically DDR, and thankfully, we only have to do left and right steps for most of it. Thankfully, these mini-games are not that hard to clear, but there is one aspect of them that is evidently going to be a pain in the rectal area for me. Because... Oops. We get right here. And then the last minute B button press.
Time up.
Oh dear, you seem to have 2 left feet, you crazy fool. Why not try again?
Okay then, so we didn't get enough. We have to get to the... So we have to get to the rightmost left bar in order to get anything from this. You want to get as many perfects as you possibly can. But... I may just shut up and concentrate. Oh man, if I had just gotten a few more perfects, I would not have...
Cool, you sure know how to hit the moves. Here you go, take this.
Get a hidden camera and a blue balloon for 3 lives. There is one more camera we can earn from Candy, but we have to get a perfect on a song, which would require us to get all perfect hits on every button press that she sends our way. I am going to save that for the What We Missed section, because I do not feel like doing it right now. So anyways, we have Very Naughty's lair right here. This is our first boss battle. This is against Very Naughty, a giant beaver. He is kind of a joke. All you have to do is jump on his head. He jumps a little bit farther each time, but you can basically just bonk him on the head as soon as he leaps, and he's not much of a threat at all, which is precisely why I got hit. But it's 5 hits to beat him, and we get a giant banana as our reward. And Cranky Kong shows up.
I can't believe it. You trampled all over Naughty. Give me that giant banana. I will take care of it for you. Come on, get going. You can't rest yet.
And that's the first world complete. And we got everything in the first world, except for 2 hidden cameras. And one of them we can actually get by right now. You'll notice I cleared all of the levels in this world as Donkey Kong, as evidenced by the fact that DK's face is yapping away on each of the level icons instead of a crocodile head yapping away. If you complete a world as Donkey Kong and then return to that world, you will get a free hidden camera. The game does not tell you about this, but it's a thing. You get another camera by doing the same thing with Diddy, which I will do for the next world, Monkey Mines. And then there is only that one camera that we have to get with Candy Kong, and then we can basically move on to the next world. Now, if I bring up the start menu, I can just call Funky, leave the world, and go straight to the next level. But I'm not going to do that right now. Instead, I am going to go ahead and do a little bit of grinding on the Candy Kong minigame until I get that last hidden camera we need from perfecting the thing, and then I will show off what pictures we got from all of the hidden cameras in our scrapbook right here. So, next time on Donkey Kong Country, we will go to Monkey Mines and see what else this game has to offer us. See you guys next time. I only missed one hidden camera in the first world, and like I said, it was the second camera that we can get from Candy Kong. This requires you to get a completely perfect score on any one of her dance challenges. You do not need to complete the challenge in the first world for this, but I do recommend you get it done as soon as possible because it's kind of a pain in the ass. The dance minigames are actually pretty fun, but they also kind of suffer from a problem of times of the game being a little finicky with the timing on the perfect hits of particular beats, as I learned while doing this, because it took me a number of tries to get this right. I think you can get 1 hit rating on a beat, but I believe that's it. Now, luckily, you only need to do this one time in order to get this particular camera, so that's why I recommend you do it now. I should also mention while I am here that any cameras you get from defeating enemies, like bouncing on the heads of 3 critters or bouncing on the heads of 3 slippas, can be obtained with any enemy. You do not need to get them in this world in particular. You just need to make sure that you hand slap a Crusher, hand slap an Army, bounce on 3 critters' heads, bounce on 3 slippas' heads, and you'll also need to bounce on 3 Naughty's heads, although we'll get another instance where that's a bit more doable. Anyways, to end this episode off, here is all of the cameras, what all of the cameras get us in the scrapbook, and yeah, I will see you next week.